Hi. Hey, Sabrina Phillips Garrison here with Life by Design. And tonight I'd like to ask a question. Have you been anxious before in your life? I mean, like really suffered from some major panic attacks or limiting beliefs? We've talked about those, doubts, fears and different things like that. But seriously, like anxiety attacks. And the reason I ask, I'd like to see your comments here as far as if you have or if you are actually going through that right now. Sometimes life or our minds actually can get the better of us. And the best solution I found to that, I actually used to suffer with it really bad when I was in my 20s and had insomnia and the hair on the back of the neck raised, and just like, oh, it was just spine tinglingly upsetting. And the best thing that I found out is that we cause our own anxiety. And I'm like, okay, I can live with that. And now what to do? And they pointed out to us that it's just the thoughts that were running through our minds. So whatever we're feeding our minds, our thoughts, maybe it's the music we listen to or TV or NPR or CNN and any kind of negative, constantly negative news. I love that for CNN. Anything that we're running through our minds. And sometimes we actually don't have to have anything on at all in order to run our own negative, self-doubting, fearful thoughts through our minds to create anxiety. And so the one thing is I've learned to master that, thank goodness, and that you do that through masterminding and just overcoming some of those beliefs and understanding there's a very different way to talk to yourself. It's very simple actually, which is really wonderful. I like to keep it simple. But if you're having issues with that, I'd love to see any kind of comments that people have about anxiety, if they have been going through it or have gone through it, and what they've done to overcome it, or if they've had a friend or family member or something like that that is going through it now or has gone through it, and what they maybe did to overcome it. Because it is absolutely possible. And if you're needing help with something like that, it is one of the first things we step through. And every once in a while, when I'm working with clients, I've worked with clients in my business with Life by Design. Life by Design is actually a new company, but I have been empowering people for over 25 years now through other work and other company. And so I would encourage you to leave me a comment, share it with somebody that you know is having those issues, and breathe. Let them know to breathe through this, because honestly, really, literally, breathing, getting air to the brain, getting oxygen to the brain will help calm some of those thoughts down. Going out and taking a walk or a run or a bike, go out and bike and swim, whatever you can do to get yourself get your endorphins up and to raise that oxygen level in your brain to help you to deal with some of those really tough days. I mean, every once in a while we have a day that just pops up and it just grips us. And, today we call anxiety, we call it the monkey mind, we call it overanalyzation, we call it overthinking, we call it the ego. And it's all of those things combined in one. And the ego, while it tries to keep us safe in some ways, and I've talked a little bit about this before in my other videos, while it tries to keep us safe in some ways, it actually is an absolute tyrant for most of us. And it has taken over our minds and literally our bodies, because all of the chemicals that get sent off because of that stress and anxiety that we feel, that's perceived, that our mind is feeding us. Oh my God, be careful. What if? What if? What if? And I'll tell you what if is the very worst thing you can ever ask yourself. I know, and I know lots of my clients, that is exactly what the issue is the what if. Don't ask what if, and don't ask how, and don't ask why. Sometimes things are just the way they are, and don't worry about the how, because God will take care of that. You want something in your life, God will take care of that. So don't ask what if, though. that's a no-no, and that will get your mind going so fast. You'll be spinning out of control momentarily. And so stay strong, stay in faith, have faith in yourself, have faith in your higher power to lead you in the right places. And maybe he led you here today to see this and to connect with me even. And so please leave your comments, share it with anybody that you can, and contact me, message me on Facebook, facebook.com/Sabrina Phillips Garrison, or /Live a Life by Design at Facebook as well. You can contact me either place. So I'd be happy to work with you. I know what it feels like, but I also know what it feels like on the other side of anxiety. So hang in there, hang tough, be strong, and contact me in the meantime if you'd like some help. Thanks so much. Bye.